Last time on Delightful Travelers, we said goodbye to our beloved city of Halifax and of course our beautiful tiny house.
In this video, we take our first steps into full-time travel, and what a better place to begin than in Palermo, Sicily. I'm Anna, and this is Trevor. In this series, we'll be tackling the south of Italy. Join us in our adventures by clicking subscribe and hitting that like button.
A huge thank you to our channel members and patrons for making these videos possible. Now let's go explore Sicily.
I'm on my way now.
Well, welcome to the start of a brand new series, everyone, and let us welcome you to Sicily.
We couldn't have picked a better place to start off. This is the capital of Sicily, Palermo. So we have actually been to Italy a couple of times before. It's honestly one of our favorite countries, but this is our first time ever to the south. We thought it would be a perfect way to start off full-time travel here in Sicily for the very first time.
So if you are into history, obviously Italy is one of the best places to come. It doesn't take long when you're here to come across amazing structures like this. What we're looking at right now is the Politeama Garibaldi. I might be saying that wrong. We just got here, so give us a break. Our Italian will get better as we go. I'm pretty sure the Palermo Symphony plays here, but this building is just magnificent. Well, this is pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, one of the things that surprised me about Palermo right away was how pedestrian friendly it is. There's actually a couple of really long streets, main streets, that are pedestrian only. How cool is that?
These kind of streets are right up our alley. For those of you that follow us throughout the world, you know we love pedestrian only streets.
We also love beaches, and believe it or not, yes, we are in a big city, but there is apparently a beach here, so maybe we'll visit that later in the video. I can't even begin to tell you guys how good it feels to be back in Europe. It's been since before the pandemic since we were here. I think it's been 4 or 5 years since we've actually been in Italy, and oh my goodness, it just feels amazing. There's so many people out. It kind of feels back to normal again.
I so knew we made the right decision when we decided to start our full-time travel right here in Sicily. Off the main street where all those people are is this gorgeous, typical little Italian alley.
Does it get any better than this? Off this cute little alleyway, we have this gorgeous church right at the end with a bell tower. We have all these balconies with people's laundry hanging out and cute little cafes. Oh, Italy, how I love you.
So of course we have a few facts for you guys. Palermo is 2,700 years old and it dates back, get this, to 734 BC.
So in the entire metropolitan area, there's about 1.2 million people. It's the 5th most populated city, I guess, in all of Italy. And in the city core itself, there's about 680,000 people. So something that makes Sicily extra interesting is that it's been conquered many, many times over the course of its history. And it's really influenced the architecture, the culture, and of course the food here. Speaking of food, I'm really hungry.
So we decided to come over to a place called Ke Palle, and you can see it is a very popular spot here in Palermo. It smells delicious in here, and we decided to go for some arancini. Now, we're from Canada, we call this arancini. I think the Italians call this arancina. Doesn't matter to us because we are here in Italy to eat. Let's face it, that's why we're all here.
Well, enough talking, let's actually try it. I can't actually get over how heavy this is. It must be super, super dense. You guys would not believe this. Wow, that is so good. To be honest, I actually order this a lot in Canada when I find it on an Italian menu. This is so much different, so much bigger, so much denser, so incredibly delicious. Super crunchy on the outside, then the rice is a little bit flavored and very, very creamy. And I'm just started to get into the bite there, but you can see where the, I guess, verdure, it's called the ragu verdure, which I think is veggie, but it's got a whole bunch of different veggies in it. I think there was zucchini, tomato, a bunch of other things.
The one I went for is called ragu, which is the most traditional kind, and I agree with Anna. This thing weighs a lot, and oh, it smells good. Let's just go for it. Oh my. Look at the inside of that. Well, this is what I call perfection, and it's exactly why I wanted to come to Sicily. The meat inside this thing is just full of flavor. It's delicious with the rice, and there's some peas in here. They kind of snuck in there. I didn't know that. It's really good. The outside, you can see how it's deep fried. golden, it's crispy. This is delicious, and if this is a sign of things to come here in Italy, which I believe it is, we are in for an absolute treat. Before we move on to keep exploring this beautiful city of Palermo, we wanted to thank this week's sponsor, Timekettle.
So will you be traveling somewhere where you don't speak the language and you're nervous about how you're going to communicate? Well, we've got a great idea for you.
So Timekettle has sent us their M2 two-way translation earbuds, and today we're gonna test them out. Now these are Bluetooth and you use them with their app on your phone.
The M2 translator supports two-way online translation of 40 languages and 93 accents by using Wi-Fi or a cellular network. They also support offline translation from English to Japanese, French, Spanish, and so many more without a network. The Timekettle language translator connects to 14 high-speed servers across the globe, allowing you to converse easily wherever you are.
The translator has 3 modes. Touch mode, tap the sensor to translate conversations on the fly. Listen mode, place your phone on the table to capture short conversations in a group and listen to translation from the earbud. Speaker mode, 1 earbud plus 1 phone. This mode is useful for quick inquiries like asking for directions or confirming a price. So let's test it out.
Is there a beach in Palermo?
C'è una spiaggia a Palermo.
A Palermo si trova la spiaggia di Mondello, situata a 30 minuti dal centro città, raggiungibile anche con i bus.
Well, that was super cool. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I could actually hear the translation from Italian into English in these earbuds.
Also, you can use these for music and phone calls, not just translation. So there you go, 3-in-1 right there with these little guys.
So if you want your own pair of M2 two-way translation earbuds, you're gonna find the link in the description below.
A big thanks to Timekettle for sponsoring this video and supporting creators like us. Now, let's go back out in the city.
So this is probably one of the most photographed areas in all of Palermo. This is called Quattro Canti. It's basically 4 corners. Each of them have a fountain on them with statues right above them.
Another thing about this place, as you can see, there are a lot of people hanging around. That's because it is quite the touristic spot. There's also some vendors, and you're also going to see some horses around here if you want to go for a ride.
So not far from where we just were is the Palermo Cathedral. Look how huge it is. It actually has 4 bell towers, and it dates back to the 1100s.
As you can see, this place is absolutely beautiful from the outside, and it attracts quite the crowd. We always love stopping outside of cathedrals while we're in Europe because we never see anything quite like this when we're in Canada. Oh, how we missed Europe and how we missed Italy.
It does actually cost money to go in, but that includes some royal tombs, crypts, obviously seeing the cathedral. There's also a rooftop that I would imagine has some pretty good views.
So just a few minutes from the cathedral is this beautiful palace. Now this is called the Norman Palace, otherwise known as the Royal Palace of Palermo.
It's actually the oldest royal residence in all of Europe. Who knew? There's a lot of royal residences in these parts of the world. And it used to be the home, basically the home of the kings and rulers of Sicily. So as inviting as this red carpet is, we're actually not going in today. One, because I think it actually closes soon, and we could probably do an entirely separate video on this place. It's huge. It does cost €19 if you're interested in going in.
All right, that's enough history for the day, and I don't think we even said it's been about 30 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius every single day. So that means we need to cool off. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to pick you up tomorrow, well, in just a few moments. Well, we've just come over to the main beach here, and there's a lot of people. It is way more packed than we possibly imagined. We know it's high season, but there's almost nowhere to even go.
Yeah, I know anybody that's Italian is probably being like, of course, it's August, it's super packed, but we've traveled literally around the world to probably hundreds of different beaches and never seen anything like this before.
So it's unfortunate because we took the hop-on, hop-off bus, and they did say their private beach that they have available is sold out. We said, okay, what are the odds of getting an umbrella? And they said, of course, you'll get an umbrella. And here we are, and there's nowhere to get umbrellas.
Yeah, so if you're coming here in August, be aware to come really, really, really early to get a chair, I think.
It is an absolutely beautiful beach, and you guys can probably see that if I look this way, there is some chairs, but most of these are like, you need passes to go to them. But the beach is super warm. Yeah, we have never seen anything quite like this. It's also Monday, believe it or not. We didn't come purposely yesterday because it was Sunday, so I can't imagine how busy the beach would be, but It's still really cool to be here. I just don't think we're gonna get to lounge around, so a bit of a fail, but there's a really cool building up here as well.
This building almost looks like a palace, but it's actually over the water, and I think maybe it's a cafe or something, but the setting really doesn't get much better than this. The water is crystal clear, and we're basically surrounded by mountains.
Well, since we can't get a chair, we thought we'd tuck into this little cafe on the beach, and we got a cappuccino. And I think there's like a rule here in Italy that you can only have cappuccinos in the morning. I think we're right at the cutoff, basically. It could be maybe 10 after 12, so it's technically the afternoon, so don't hate us for that, Italians. We're trying to just make up for not getting a chair and not having a good beach day. Ooh, this is good. It's really hot though. I'm trying not to touch too much. Cappuccinos. They're definitely better when you're in Italy, especially in this setting. I mean, we are on a beach after all, and it's beautiful here.
While Trevor has his cappuccino, I'm going to drown my sorrows with a beer. It's unfortunate the way the day turned out. We were hoping, to get some beach chairs and enjoy a really nice beach day. We actually thought people would be fishing for us to come into the beach clubs. I'm sure the Italians are just shaking their heads at us, but we're not used to this. We will be in Italy for a while though, so hopefully we can find some really great beach days and some really good beaches that maybe aren't quite so busy. But I think now we will head back into the city.
Welcome to the B&B Armarillo. It is right in the heart of Palermo. We couldn't have chosen a better location, and it is quite the little room. It's not too big, but it's not too small either. So we'll give you a quick little tour. Over here you're going to see a wardrobe. It does fit one of our suitcases, so it does the trick. And if we move over this way, you're going to see a very comfortable queen-size bed.
Trevor just said queen, but maybe this is a king. It's funny when you sleep in a lot of different beds, you start to lose perspective of the size of them. It also comes with a fridge, a desk area, which is now our editing suite.
There's a TV behind here as well. And look, you guys can see that I am editing a video.
Come back here and into the bathroom. We have a really, really nice shower over here. Sink area, lots of storage space, that is key over here. And then, of course, the toilet and a bidet. Can't really have an Italian bathroom without the bidet.
So the question is, how much is this place? Given that we're right in the heart of the city, you'd probably expect it to be a little pricey.
Yeah, the location is really, honestly perfect. It was less than 100 euros a night, which is pretty amazing for August here in Palermo. Also, the owners or the people that run it are the sweetest people ever. They're the moment we got here, they made us a list of all these places we should eat at without even us asking. They just wrote it out for us. They had some stuff in our room ready for us because we arrived late. Yeah, they're so nice.
Another little bonus is it's a B&B, so you get breakfast every single morning.
Well, it is aperitivo time here in Italy, which means for us, Aperol Spritz time. Let's go out.
We've just come over to this beautiful courtyard, and this is the time of day where everyone's just relaxing at various cafes. The buildings surrounding us are absolutely beautiful, and we went for an Aperol Spritz. Now this is a very famous Italian drink, as I'm sure all you Italians know. If you guys don't know what's in this, there's Aperol, there's some sparkling water, Prosecco, and then a lemon. So let's just quickly try it. I've had these many times, but always better when you're in the country that came up with these. So good.
So for those of you that didn't recently join us, you might recall me saying a few months ago that I just recently discovered Aperol Spritz. For some reason I confused it in my head with a Negroni, which I don't like, but I love an Aperol Spritz. I thought it was going to be super bitter, but I think Aperol itself might be bitter, but then once you add the Prosecco to it, it sweetens it up, but it's not too sweet either. It's really a perfectly balanced drink, one of my favorites.
I know our day at the beach didn't go so well, but this drink is making up for it, and the city is pretty awesome.
It is. I'm really, really enjoying the city. Had interesting expectations, wasn't sure what to expect before we came. A lot of the stuff I read about the city was that it can be a little bit gritty and quite dirty. But, however, we've been to a lot of places, and I feel like dirty and gritty is kind of some of my favorite cities. Is that a weird thing to say? It just has a lot of character.
So first impressions here of Palermo and Sicily, and we are loving this place. We had some high expectations, as one does coming into Italy, and it's living up to the hype. And here's the exciting part. I believe, or at least I think we mentioned, we bought a one-way ticket to start full-time traveling around the world, and we're starting here, right here in Italy. And what we're looking for all you guys, especially Italians or anyone who has been here before, we're looking for some recommendations. If you have any recommendations on what we should do, where we should go in Sicily, let us know. Also, we're going to be going to the Puglia region as well, so we're hanging around the kind of south of Italy. If you have any recommendations for Puglia, also let us know. We're completely wide open. In fact, right now we're planning what we're gonna do in the next few days. Like, we have no idea.
So what is coming up next? Well, you guys got a little bit of a teaser of street food today here in Palermo. It's a major, major thing. So chances are we're gonna devote an entire video to that next week. Maybe we'll even eat some more arancina.
So if you're new around here, welcome to the channel. Let us officially welcome you. I'm Trevor, that is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Hit the subscribe button now because we got some big things coming up in Italy and on this whole entire adventure. If you're not new, it's nice to see all you guys again. We love when you leave us a comment, share the video. Also, we don't say this enough, a humongous thank you to all of our patrons and our channel members. You guys are the ones that help keep us on the road, so we're really, really excited. Obviously, you can probably tell from this first video. It's been a great day.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Palermo, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.